Hey guys, welcome to Teal House Farm. Today I'm doing my very least favorite chore as a parent. I mean, there are so many things I don't care about. I will not bat an eye at cleaning up puke or poop or things like that. The daily management of a house with a lot of kids, I feel like that doesn't necessarily stress me out too much, and I have systems for staying on top of it and stuff. But I hate switching out clothes. This is the little girl's room in the current situation. It's out of control for two reasons. One, the girls need to size up or shove down the next size clothes, and I have been putting it off. And so as we've needed things, because I've been putting it off, I've been kind of shoving other sizes in there. So there's way too many clothes up here. Not all of them fit. I typically wait until more than one child needs a size change before I tackle this, because it's such a large project. It's going to take me all afternoon because things need pulled up from the basement, which means they need washed. A lot of times the size that my kids are all stair steps, and because the first 5 are all girls, tends to be just down, everybody moves down one size, but a lot of times the wrong season is out. And so that has to actually put it away and flopped with somebody else's, and so it just creates a lot of mess and chaos. I don't like it. If money was absolutely no object and I could do anything I wanted in the world, when somebody grows out of their clothes, I would not hand them down. I would consign them back to a children's consignment store and then buy new secondhand clothes. Let that child go shopping with me and pick whatever they want. 15 pieces that can be mixed and matched just for them. And then when they grow out of it, I would do the same thing, because it is such a blessing that we have clothes to hand down, and I'm so thankful for it. Sometimes our blessings can create a lot of chaos and a lot of extra work, and I dread this. I don't like doing it. So if money was no issue and I could spend $600, $700 a year on clothes for everybody, then that's what I would do. And I would feel okay, like we weren't being really wasteful because we were just consigning it in for somebody else and getting new stuff. That way everybody had stuff that fit them correctly, because our kids are all different sizes, and what fit well on Micah doesn't fit well on Ivy, but that's what she's got because that's what we have for hand-me-downs and all that kind of stuff. So this creates a mess. And then on top of that, somebody always gets their feelings hurt because their favorite dress is now going to become a little sister's favorite dress. And there's a lot of tears and emotions about that for the first week or two as they come to accept that they are in a new size of clothes. But we're going to tackle it today. I'll show you how we do it and how we actually keep the clothes organized for this many kids, because it does not usually look like that. It's a little out of control right now. But we need to switch. Patton needs moved up a size, and Isla needs moved up a size, and JJ needs moved up a size. And then the big girls, we need to check their stock to figure out what they're short on, because they've been complaining that they don't have enough things to wear. So we'll see what's going on. Okay, so Isla is the youngest of our girls, and she has outgrown her clothes. And so for her, instead of putting her clothes in the basement, in case you were ever to have another child and it was a girl, even at this point, it would be 4 years in the basement before that child would need these things. And she has a younger cousin who's a girl, and so we're actually just going to bag up all her clothes and pass them on to her cousin, who will need them in a few months here. And the nice thing is, on the other side, for Pat, when we switch out his clothes, even though he doesn't have any big brothers, he has big cousins who are boys who have passed down clothes to us. So all his stuff is hand-me-down. So it's nice, Sam being from a large family, we can kind of trade back and forth clothes too. Even though that creates a lot of clothes chaos, it's nice that we're able to just clothe everybody and not really have to worry about spending any money. Like I said, it's a wonderful blessing, even if it does create a lot of chaos. The only thing from Isla that we're going to save is her underwear, because it still fits, and her tights, because those are pretty new. But everything else that's 2T, 3T is just going in a trash bag, and we're going to bring them on over to a cousin's house later today. First things first, we sort through all Isla's clothes. She has a mixture here. We need to take out all the 3Ts and keep all the 4s. So we separate them into piles. We're also getting her new storage boxes because these are messed up. Then we go through the hang-up clothes, all the 3s in the bag, and we're going to keep all the 4s. And I try to arrange them with Isla's all the way on the right and JJ's in the middle. I know they will not stay this way, but it'll give me a visual look of who has how much stuff, so it's easier to decide what we're short on. And then let's get the new boxes put out. The old boxes were from Dollar Tree and they broke in like 6 months. These are a little better quality box that I got from Dollar General. They cost $5 each. I'm hoping they will last at least a year. And then we sort everything into its own box so we can get an idea of what she needs more of and what we have too much of. I have a feeling she's not going to need more of anything. There's a lot of clothes here. That looks pretty good to me. Then we do the same exact cycle with all of JJ's clothes. So pause and repeat. Okay, there's Isla's. It's all been sorted. So I think shirts are good, jammies are fine. There's too many pants. So we're going to go through and take out probably 4 or 5 pairs of pants and just put them in our donate bag, because everything that's in these boxes, this little person has to maintain and put away. And what ends up happening, if there's too much, they can't fit clothes in easily. They'll just throw them right back in the laundry basket and they'll just keep getting rewashed. So we want to make sure that the clothes bins are not overfilled so that when they have to put their laundry away, they aren't tempted to just throw it back with the dirty clothes and try to be sneaky. So we need to get some pants out. JJ looks good on pants, and I think we need some more shirts, and she barely has any jammies. So what that tells me is that there must be a bin downstairs of size 5 clothes that I put away. So we're going to have to go down in the basement to see what's there. Annie and Ivy, even though they're 2 years apart, are already in the same size clothes. They already wear a size 7. So my 5s must be put away in the basement because I don't have anything upstairs that needs to be passed down to her. And so we're going to go see if we can find it. And I'm sure there's way more than we need there too. And we'll have to sort through and just pick the best things to keep. Again, if I could do it any way I wanted to, it would be just bag it, consign it, rebuy for each child and their personal preferences. It's something I'm starting to do with just Micah. She doesn't necessarily have anything to consign because it gets passed back down, but taking her to the store somewhere cheap, like a consignment store, like a Once Upon a Child, and letting her pick things that she likes because she's old enough that she has a preference, and hand-me-downs aren't always her style, things that we get from friends. So we take some things that we get from friends that she keeps, and then we fill in the blanks with things that she likes from someplace affordable, like a Goodwill or a consignment shop for kids. Next up is Patton's clothes. We take his old clothes, we'll put them in this bag to be donated. And then his new clothes I've been storing in this bag here that we got from a cousin, and we're just going to dump them out and sort through them. There's definitely way too many pieces of clothes in this pile, so we're not going to keep everything, and if I see duplicates of things, I'm just going to set them aside and we'll donate those as well. I'm going to hang up his jackets, but everything else gets sorted away because he's still really small. Just remember that everything that you have for a young child is something you have to maintain, so don't overdo it on the clothes because it's a pain. They don't need as much as you think that they might need, no matter how cute it is. Keep it simple, you'll thank yourself later. This is why it's important to be consistent with your organization. I scoured the basement for the 5T clothes, could not find them, and thought to myself, what did I do with these? Because I don't remember donating them. Maybe I did. Maybe I was so frustrated with the amount that I had that I was just like, screw this. When somebody's big enough for this, we'll just buy used stuff. No, I don't think that's something I would do. But it was because I put them in a gift bag and hid them in the back of the closet. So I spent a good 10 minutes in the nasty basement looking for 5Ts that didn't exist. And while I was moving little man's clothes, which I typically keep above the closet in the gift bags for the sizes coming up to keep them out of the basement, that's where they were. So we do have plenty of clothes for JJ. I just couldn't remember where I kept them, but now I do. So we're going to get it all sorted and we'll show you when we're all done. Okay, all done. That looks much better. I've separated hang-up clothes, so Isla, JJ, and Mr. P just has a jacket. I don't hang up his church shirts yet because he's just a little dude and they're so small they fit with his regular shirts. And then their extra shoes are there. They don't have lots of shoes because it just creates a humongous mess. So I have really pared down how many shoes each kid has, except for this one here, who has lots of shoes, but she's almost 10 years old and capable of keeping her pairs together. So as long as she keeps them together, I don't care. So the only thing now, I have this empty spot up here, and if you know our house, there is not very much storage. And I used to store homeschool stuff up there, but I had a problem with little people just managing to get up there, climbing on stuff. We don't want them climbing on stuff, and even though they're not supposed to get up there, they found ways to get up there anyway. So I now have homeschool storage downstairs. So I have this great empty space What sort of stuff would you store up here? I'm curious. I could get some cute boxes. It's quite tall. I think we could fit quite a bit up there, but I'm not quite sure what I would store up there. Maybe I'll start storing our Christmas ornaments and stuff up there, and I'll just use like not see-through containers so they don't know what's in there and they aren't tempted to climb up there. I don't know. I'd love to hear what you would use that storage for. Storage is at a premium here, so I definitely think I should be using it. We are all done. We did it, Mikey. Clothes have been flipped over. Your clothes have been, got you some things from the basement, so you have some new dresses that fit, and we'll go fill in the blanks at the store. How's that sound?
Good. I say that that's going to end up turning like a...
Oh, they'll make it into a mess, but it won't be as bad as it was before. There's about half the number of clothes up here now as there was before by going through it all. Got rid of 2 trash bags worth of clothes to hand down to people, so this will be much easier for them to maintain. And when they do make a mess, it'll be much easier for them to clean up on their own. Thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you guys next time.